17th out at MGM Northfield Park. Ticketmaster.com will have the info on the shows and everything else that's coming out there. This pair for you if you are caller 10, 2 for Stained and Company in May. Caller 10, good luck, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
This election year,
2024,
a big year. He's committed to the real issues, like dehydrated grape supply and banana peel protocols.
this is what people care about?
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
We got a hot celebrity goss later on with Perez Bilton lined up. Throw some Cavs tickets your way shortly. Cavs are here at home tonight. The Boston Celtics will be taking the floor with them over at the Romo Fijo. That's a 7:30 start here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to this show on the app, tell me where. Make sure that you're on our map. Ryan is a listener in Cordova, Tennessee. That is suburban Memphis. Roger's in East Amherst, New York. That's outside Buffalo. Jonathan listens in Clanton, Alabama. And Alex is in Houston. So thanks. Cavs Celtics tonight. The promo code for CLE Clothing Company throughout the month of March is, you remember what it is, Bill?
Clover, right?
Clover. Clover gets you 20% off whatever you want over there. They just dropped a cool Solar Eclipse tour shirt that kind of looks like a Slayer shirt. It's kind of funny. So that's there. Whatever you're going to get, whether it's classic Buzzard merch or just something that has the word Cleveland on it, you can use Clover, and that'll get you 20% off whatever you buy, however many times you want to use it this month. People were sending me that Nick Swardson video.
Yeah.
I think you sent it to me before anybody else. But
yeah, I saw it yesterday, and whew, poor guy. He needs to get sober.
Does everybody know who Nick Swardson is? I never, ever thought Nick Swardson was funny. I think if he hadn't been in Adam Sandler movies, this guy would have been, I don't know what he would have been doing.
Nick
but
Swardson.
I never thought his stand-up was funny, never
man.
understood what anybody thought was appealing about Nick Swardson.
Nick Swardson's Comedy Central Presents that came out in like 98 or 99 when he was, I think he was like 18 or 19 years old. He was, I think, the youngest person at the time that had done a Comedy Central Presents, and it was so funny. It was so good. He talks about how he hangs out with grandma, and I don't know if it holds up as much, but when I watched it as a teenager, thought it was amazing. He talks about hanging out with his grandma so he can feel strong. Like, Nicholas, you're the strongest boy in the world. I just thought it was incredibly funny, and so I've always had an affinity for him because of how much I loved that half hour.
That carried you through a lot.
Yeah. And then I see things like this, and it just bums me out because I still think he's a funny guy. I just see that he is down a dark path with the alcohol. Because a few years ago, he was hospitalized for a few weeks.
Well, I was going to say, this is nothing new.
No.
I mean, I didn't know that this guy was doing theaters, for one thing.
He's incredibly popular.
He's had a problem for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, there's friends of mine who have come up through the Minneapolis scene, which is where he came up. And
Oh, that's where he came up, was Minneapolis?
That it's, like, always been a problem. Like, from the very beginning. Nick, he was, like, known as a partier, and that it's just gotten worse and worse over the years. And, I mean, I feel for it. That's the path that a lot of people who have alcohol problems go down. Where it's like, oh, they just like to party, or that's the shots guy, or whatever. They're fun and crazy. But then you start to get into your 30s and 40s, and it's like, this isn't fun and cute anymore. Like, you know?
Yeah, this dude's
sad,
pushing 50.
Man.
Nick Swartson's 47 years old.
That's really sad.
So, yeah, I hope he's okay. I just never thought the guy was funny. But a lot of people paid for this show, and they ended up taking him off stage, and the manager of the venue comes out. And
Mary, do you remember that Comedy Central Presents he did?
I think so, but I
Where he talks about
remember-
inviting John Stamos to his funeral.
I thought that was his hour called Seriously Who Farted.
He might have put that part in.
Because those jokes I remember, but I have only ever seen a special called, I think it was called Seriously Who Farted.
Well,
And it was about his funeral.
yeah.
But he talked
I'm
about
sure.
the
I'm sure it is.
movie-
Yeah.
He talked about the movie Grandma's Boy and
Oh, so
all
this Comedy Central Presents was way before all that. This is like he's so skinny and little in this one. He is, I think he's 18 or 19 years old. It's pretty crazy. But he was that Comedy Central Presents is worth checking out. It's so funny.
He was doing a show in Beaver Creek, Colorado on Sunday night, and he was well, they described him as being bombed out of his mind. And so he was just up there kind of rambling and not really, a lot of people.
He was kind of talking in a loop. He kept trying to set up this bit about doing a Jason Statham impression, and he just kept saying it and then said, okay, let's go. And then he'd do it again and do it again. And it was really hard to watch.
Did you send that to the group chat or just to Alan?
I think
don't think I saw
that.
that.
I sent one to Alan that was before they pulled him off stage, and then I think I sent the one to the group chat where they pulled him off stage. I thought.
Yeah, they brought up the house lights, and somebody cut his mic off and walked him off stage, and then the theater manager comes out and apologizes to everybody.
What are you saying right now? I'll say this. Let me ask you this. What? Okay, I'll tell you a joke.
That lady doesn't know the difference between somebody being high and somebody being drunk. In Colorado, no less. Why'd you smoke before you came out here?
One of my favorite things, I don't have kids. Anybody here have kids? What the F? So one of my best friends was a guy named Norm MacDonald. Do you know who he is? Refund! Let's go! Who here knows who Norm MacDonald is? Let's go!
And turned off the spotlight. Now they turned off his mic.
Good evening, my name's Justin. I'm the Director of Operations. We've decided to conclude the show early in the best interest of those who bought tickets. We apologize for what you've seen tonight. Please email the box office. We'll be responding to inquiries and processing credits and refunds. We apologize. Thank you very much. I'll be in the lobby if you have questions or concerns.
All right, be safe getting home. Good night, everybody. That was like 20 minutes into the show, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
He had to have had an opener.
I was going to say, so the
it.
opener got through whatever, yeah, but those people didn't pay to see the opener, obviously.
No, not like you.
I mean, you've got a point. But, yeah. But he's still on the road. He's still got shows booked in Colorado. And this is this is the kind of showing where you're going to sell more tickets for the next show. Because people want to see what the aftermath of that is. Because I don't think he put out any kind of statement or anything.
I don't think so either.
So I don't know that he's keeping a low profile. All I saw was
anything on social media or anything?
Well, that he blamed edibles, alcohol, and altitude.
He could have stopped at the edibles.
I was going to say, you could stop at the first one or two. I mean, altitude's not really going to... A travel tip, don't drink and take edibles in high altitude, he wrote on Twitter, saying he had
also, when you're
brain
47,
diarrhea.
Do it after the show.
Right.
Edibles are no joke, man.
I mean, it says he's got a show tonight in Aspen.
Right. Well, but unless it's your very first time doing edibles,
California,
or your very first time doing a show in Colorado, which neither of those is probably his first time doing that.
Could be a different milligram.
All right,
altitude
but...
sickness is real. Like when you
no, I
go
understand.
The first
I mean,
day or two, you're not all there, and if you drink, I mean, at least that's what I've heard. Is that I've never been to Denver when I've been drinking. I've only ever been there sober. But people say like if you're changing altitudes, it only takes 1 or 2 beers to get you pretty buzzed up.
Right. I mean, I've never been all the times we've been to Denver, the altitude doesn't affect me that way, but you can see people who are not from there getting hammered pretty quickly. but I never felt it. But I had been among people who would be like, oh, my God, it's so weird here. I'm like, really? But apparently he didn't, and it could be as simple as that. Could be as simple as that. That he drank something he shouldn't have before the show,
I'm being told he blamed his near-death alcohol poisoning on the Colorado altitude last time. So
this is what I'm saying. This is not his first time doing a show in Colorado.
This isn't just a Colorado thing. This is he seems to have a problem.
Could he still be mourning Norm?
I think he's mourning a lot of things.
2 years ago?
Yeah, Norm died 2021.
I mean, it takes time. I get that. And if he's been drunk the whole time, he's not facing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he's in a loop of drinking and hungover and, it's sad, man.
It is.
They also, by the way, and I think I have tickets for you maybe week after next, but you can get online now to register to win them. They announced that Burt Kreischer Fully Loaded show is going to do the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. So the Burt Kreischer Fully Loaded Comedy Festival is June 20th. And we're giving away a bunch of tickets for that. So if you go to alancoxshow.com right now and you hit the contest tab, you'll see it there. I think RMG's got him next week, and I think I have him the week after. So if you're trying to get to see that Burt Kreischer show, it's Tony Hinchcliffe, Whitney Cummings, Big J, Soder, and more people on it. But it's June 20th at the Hall of Fame Stadium down in Canton. This isn't what he brought through last time when Burt did the Romo Fijo?
No, when he does Romo Fijo, that is like his solo show. The Fully Loaded tour is where he does like stadiums with it's like a festival.
Like a showcase,
yeah, it's like a festival type thing. Yeah.
A bunch of people do shorter sets.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming to Canton in June, and we'll have tickets. So if you're a Kreischer fan or a fan of any of those people, it should be a good time. You can leave messages for us. If you listen on the iHeartRadio app, the little talkback button there, you can always hit us up for whatever.
What up, Alan? This is Martin. This chip challenge, I was curious on what's the approach. Is it going to be all three diving in at the same time, which might be a problem because your voices might be out of commission for a little while? Or is it just one person go first and everybody watch that person just die till the next person steps up? All right, later.
Now, that's the plan, as I've explained, is I'm going to start it off at 2 o'clock, and then Mary and Poundcake will each do the next 2 consecutive hours. Unless you want me to make an executive decision as to who goes before whom.
I don't think it matters, but go ahead.
I don't think it matters either. I'll do the 2 o'clock hour, and then Mary will do the 3 o'clock hour.
Okay.
And Poundcake will do the 4 o'clock hour. And
Works
then
for me.
Dr. Ryan Berglund will be here for Is It Red? Ironically enough, he joins us a few times every year. So, guys, if you got some strange things going on down there in the strike zone and you'd like Dr. Berglund to help, that's what he will be here for. He's a surgical urologist with the Cleveland Clinic.
So because I am a sport and there are 4 chips, I will let Dr. Berglund have that 4th chip.
Look at you.
And I will have a milkshake while you guys.
I thought you were going to say you'll have a vasectomy.
No.
I'll tell him to bring his DOP kit. No, the 4th one, I don't know what I'll do with the 4th one. You have to buy these in packs of 2, so I bought 2 packs of 2. Obviously, we only need 3, so I don't know what will happen to the 4th one. Maybe I'll just give it to people. But this is what we'll be consuming on Friday. The 1-chip challenge there comes with the chip, and it comes with plastic gloves. And then we will each have, I guess, whatever oral amelioration we need in the way of dairy products or
I actually feel better that a doctor is going to be there for this.
Well, he is a urologist, so I mean, he's
I'll make
Harvard
sure
trained,
your
and
penis is not burned by the chip.
That's
okay,
right.
yes, he has a specialty, but he's still a doctor.
I know.
Like, if
we
something were to happen,
we will have a medical professional.
Yes, that makes me feel a lot safer.
Right here on site to do whatever might need to be done, but he is not an ENT.
Do doctors have a different 911 that they call that comes faster?
You mean like a bat phone?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yes.
I know the Stonecutters do.
579 is the doctor's 911. But you can't use it and pretend to be a doctor because they'll ask you for your super secret doctor ID number. It's like a badge number. So if you try to call them, and you go, hey, this is Dr. Santora, and they go, what? A woman doctor?
That's never happened.
So that's how that's going to work out. Piece of video making the rounds again from a long time ago about a guy who was going around and talking to people about strange and unknown phenomena in their home, including a woman who said that her toaster was possessed and that it was burning messages from the devil into her toast. Have you ever seen this?
No.
It's a woman in, I'm not sure where this is.
It becomes normal. I mean, if you've seen a haunted toaster.
Right here where it says put one slice, we heard, I am the devil.
What kind of voice did the devil have?
A very low voice, I'd say sounded like Eli Wallach.
Have you saved any of this satanic toast?
She's got her toaster there on the kitchen table. She's got a full open loaf of bread as though she's ready to demonstrate, and then she lifts up a piece of toast.
Yes, I did save it because I wanted to be sure that somebody else would see it. Now this one, can you see that, Richard? Satan lives.
Yeah, it burned. It burned that message into the toast. Satan lives, clear as day. Not anybody scraping it into a piece of burnt toast. The toaster itself. This woman believes this. Oh my goodness!
Mirrored, just terrible.
Is the toaster still possessed?
We still have trouble off and on with it. Yes.
She's gonna show it. Make some toast. It's not working.
I just hold it down.
It seems to be aware.
Why have you kept?
So maybe not. She thinks it's possessed, where it's probably a loose wire.
Yeah.
Is it plugged in?
Flames. Well, flames just came out of it. So yeah.
I'm late.
Well, Richard, you know, when all is said and done, it makes good toast.
You know, when all is said and done, it just makes good toast, and that's why you're going to keep a possessed toaster. So I'm not sure why that's making the rounds again, but this lady holds up. She's like, I've got evidence. Look at this burnt piece of toast. It's fully black and darkened, except for the message, Satan lives. Burned right into it. You can read it. It's in legible English. You know, you'd think that maybe it would be in some arcane language from millennia ago, but not according to this woman. She's all over it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Who's this?
What? That lady find my toaster?
That's your toaster?
Yeah, it's my toaster, yeah.
What's your name?
I don't want to tell you my name.
Oh, and how am I going to know it's your toaster?
I have many names.
Well, what's the name on the toaster? It's got a name written on it.
Yeah, it'll say Pete McGuire.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, hey, could you find, is that lady still alive? I don't know how old that thing is.
She is not. She actually, I think, might be down there with you.
No, I would recognize that hair anywhere, but
hairstyles can change.
Not down here. Everybody looks like a drowned rat. The humidity down here. The humidity. Oh my God.
Oh, maybe
you think it was dry, but no, it's very, very humid. We have a leak somewhere. I don't know where it is, but we have a leak. Need to figure that out. I'm sure I won't have any problem. This place is full of contractors. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, you get it? This place is full of contractors, Bill.
They kind of suck.
Come on. Anyway, I've been looking for that toaster for a long time, so.
You can't just get a new toaster?
I don't want a new toaster. I want the one that I gave that woman and then I proceeded to possess. for many, many years I possessed that toaster.
Then why'd you give it to her?
Didn't you? Because I needed an earthly vessel to spread my message.
And you thought toast was the best way to do that?
Yes, who doesn't love toast? Everyone loves toast.
Yeah, but like, I feel like there's a better way to get your message out than burning it onto toast.
Well, I tried it with Haywood Banks first, and that didn't work out
Not
so
gonna work.
well. No, that didn't.
But I do like that Haywood Banks song.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
He plays the toaster like an instrument.
Yeah, he sure
Seen it.
does. Yeah.
He's also got a good song about Big Butter Jesus. I bet you don't like that one.
No, I don't care for that one at all.
Such a hater.
Yeah, well, it's what I do. You gotta go with what you know. This lady, though, she couldn't even get my message right. She's holding up this piece of toast. It says Satan lives.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't supposed to have an S on it. It was supposed to say Satan live. I was booking a tour at the time.
Where were you going to play?
I was going to play all over the world. I was booking soccer stadiums.
Those are big venues.
Oh, yeah. I had a whole variety show.
Did it actually happen?
No.
Is it because you tried to market it through toast?
Yeah. Luck would have it. That did not help. Yeah,
that was a bold strategy. Doesn't seem like it paid off.
Well, I'm not a marketing genius. I'm just down here doing what I gotta do. Hey, I heard you guys are gonna do that chip. How's that? You guys ready to do that chip, Bill?
Well, I'm not.
Bill, is it?
I don't have to do it,
Oh.
but Alan has to do it.
Oh.
Mary has to do it, and Poundcake has to do it. So, yeah, they're gonna all do it on Friday, and I think they're pretty excited about it. And
Do they know that their skin will melt off their face, leaving them only with a skull?
They said they're willing to take that chance.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Because in about 35 years, 2 of those 3 people are going to be down here. So,
sounds about right.
Yeah, looking forward to it. All right, hey, see if you can get me that toaster, though, okay?
All right,
thank you.
I'll put a word out.
All right, thank you. Just don't burn it into a piece of toast or nobody will see it.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I got a break. Hey, if you want to send a text, 35192, want to go to a Cavs game, I got tickets for you. For that, Cavs are going to play the Miami Heat on the 20th, a couple of Wednesdays away. And I'll hand those off after these. 35192 to text or AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.